Governor Kathy Hochul is considering approving a plan for a natural gas pipeline from Pennsylvania to New York State. In response, a bunch of her fellow Democrats have written her a letter in this past week urging her to reconsider. Let's dive into it. So, this past week, many of the famous New York State politicians wrote a letter to Kathy Hochul urging her to reconsider this plan. Gerald Nadler, AOC, Hakeem Jeffries, Richie Torres, Dan Goldman, they all wrote this letter to Kathy Hochul saying that in order to achieve New York State's legal aspirations of reducing greenhouse gases by 85% by 2050, we should be investing only in green technologies, green energy sources, and that this natural gas pipeline works against that. The plan is for 17 miles of fracked gas pipeline between Pennsylvania and New York State, and it runs through a lot of the ecological fragile ecosystems near New York State. Now, New York State signed into this law that they would reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. In response to that, New York approved all sorts of excellent infrastructure projects to build solar and wind projects. The Trump administration is threatening many of those projects. And so New York State, facing heightened demand for energy on our electric grid, needs to start to consider where we're getting our energy from. Now, if these plans that are already being built are truly being canceled by the Trump administration, New York State will have a problem. We have increase in data centers and semiconductor facilities, and just an overall heightened demand on our electric grid. And so New York State needs to solve that. Now, whether we're solving it through building natural gas and greenhouse gas um, energy sources compared to green energy sources, that's really where the debate lies. And that's why these Democrats are urging Kathy Hochul to reconsider.